Today I'm going to do a remake of one of my favorite songs I've ever produced, Love All by Drake. But I'm going to do things a little differently. I'm only going to use my plugin freq 2 for all the sounds. Let's see how close we can get. Alright, let's hop in and open up Logic. So let's take a listen to the original sample. So there's three main elements in the sample. You have the Rhodes, you have the synth bass, you have the synth lead. Let's start off by trying to recreate that Rhodes sound. So I'm going to open up an instance of freq here. For the Rhodes, we already have a really good starting point in freq because I actually put in a preset called Love All Keys. And this is what it sounds like. So I actually made a few adjustments to this preset to make sure that it sounds exactly how it did on the record. The main sound is this pianette sound, and then I layered it with these CS60 clicky keys. So that really gives me that Rhodes kind of sound. And if we compare it with the original, it's very similar. Alright, now that we got the keys down, let's move on to the lead sound. So I used my mini moog for that sound on the record. So I'm going to open up another instance of freq here, and I'm going to use this mini moog perfect lead sound. On the original sound, I have some modulation going on. So I'm going to try to mimic that as close as I can. We have a really fast LFO, and it's modulating the pitch and the filter just a little bit. You can hear that. It's modulating it a little bit. So I used the same effect chain that I did on the original to try to get the sound exact. So I have this UAD studio chorus. I have shaper box to add this reverse effect. I have this stereo imager to make the sound mono. And I'm using the same EQ. And it's all running through a bus going to this UAD space echo. So let's now hear the lead sound and the Rhodes together. So the last main sound we have is the bass, which I use my mini moog again. So I'm going to open up another instance of freq here. I use this Aura preset right here, and I'm going to use this mini moog big bass sound only. So on the character section, we have this drive, and then on the filter section, we have it put down pretty low. This is what it sounds like. So now with the lead, the bass, and the Rhodes, let's hear how it sounds. A little fun fact actually about Love All, and it's one of my favorite details, is that the song was actually named after my original loop. So you can see here the name of the project is Love All. Love All is such a special record to me. It just has such a nice, moody feel to it. I'm so grateful to be a part of that record. Shout out to OZ for putting it all together and making that record happen. And shout out to Leon Thomas too for doing those crazy vocals. Overall, I'm really impressed with how close freq 2 got to this. freq 2 is my new plugin. I sampled over 22 synths from my own personal collection. You got things like the Memory Moog, the Prophet, Mini Moog, Rhodes Chroma, Juno 106, just to name a few. Make sure you go check that out. It's on desertaudio.com. There'll be a link in the description too.